getting 2 bone collectors for the price of 1. Y'all already know what time it is. I got the black V-neck on. What's going on, y'all? Real Housewives of Atlanta season 14. We are back. The ladies are back, but they better late than never. That's what they say. Girl, normally Real Housewives of Atlanta comes on in November, the first weekend of November, girl. They coming in May. Normally around this time we get the season finale and we're getting ready for a reunion. Well, we didn't see no reunion or 2, but girl, they is late. And we got a lot to talk about. We got to talk about the ratings. We got to talk about the cast shakeup, all of that. But let's go ahead and start into this review. We start with Kenya. She's on Dancing with the Stars. She's dancing. And we're giving like nostalgia moments of Portia saying that Kenya's feet is ashy. Kenya trying to take them shoes off. She said, "Don't look at my feet because they might be ashy." Bye, ashy. Bye. That was funny. It was giving that moment of like, oh my God, girl, look, this is funny. But Kenya's flirting with her dancer. She said she's attracted to him. She likes him, I guess. But I thought he was, how you doing? I thought he was, I'm not sure. I'm not really sure what he was giving, but must be something that Kenya likes or something for the show or something. But I don't know about that. So while this is going on, we get Marlo showing up. She's talking about her edges. She said her edges has grown. She has grown. She's so happy. We seeing Marlo. It looks like Marlo is excited to be on. Like sis is hungry. She's thirsty to be on here. We're introduced to her. And I thought it was cute. I thought Marlo's entrance was really cute. It's kind of like Marlo has been begging to be on this show for a hot minute. You know, Andy was not going to allow her after she had dropped the F-bomb and then denied and said, I would never say anything. But girl, we saw the footages. We saw the footages. But Marlo is here. She's talking to Kenya. Then we get Sheree show up and they, you know, do some of Sheree's like iconic like moments and stuff. Ooh. Like it's just, I talked on her wig. Like, Real Housewives of Atlanta is trying to rely on like the old seasons and old things that have happened to show us like, hey girl, remember those iconic moments and stuff. We still have more iconic moments to make, so stay tuned. And I'm not sure if it's going to work for this season. I'm not really sure. We'll talk about that later. So Sheree walks in, she said, girl, I heard y'all was talking about billionaires and you whatever. So Marlo was talking about her billionaires she used to talk to, and this was a decade ago. I think she was talking to the dude who TNT, what's his name? Tim Turner or something. I think she was talking to him or whatever. And she said she still got some coins from there. I don't believe she got that many coins from there. I just don't believe that. Candy shows up, they all talking, they all having a conversation and stuff. It's like, okay, the girls are back, they loving on each other or whatever for the moment. For the first episode, everybody loves each other. And then it's like, girl, we happen to be filming. You know, girl, it is what it is. Like, what's the tea? Let's talk, let's do any of this and all of that. And Candy starts talking about she been falling asleep on Todd. Like she said, she be wanting to give him some, but she be getting tired, she fall asleep. Marlo brought up a good point. Maybe if Candy lets one of these jobs go and make it her full time to be with her man, maybe this should be okay. I am 100% on Marlo with it. Like Candy be doing so much. No wonder you are tired, girl. You be chasing the bag so much. And at this point, the bag should be chasing you. You should be able to create little things and then sitting your ass down. Like that's when it's money. Like these girls be out here talking about money is when you just say, hey girl, I'm investing in this and see where it's going. I'm not gonna be stressed out. I don't want to live my life 60, 70 years old, like, and ain't been able to do anything but just making money, like not living these moments and stuff because I'm so bad at like chasing the bag, and it's just so annoying. And there's no shade. We've been hearing the same thing with Candy. Candy, she even starts her, you know, tagline with I never something, a bag and a beat. And it's just like, we are tired. I think I can speak for the collective that we are tired of Candy's storylines, open up another restaurant and serving mediocre fish and steak and giving folks food poisoning and stuff, girl. And the employees not washing their hands and stuff. Girl, like I just want Candy to go and just focus on Old Lady Gang and the show. I don't see her needed, to be honest, on the show. I just don't see. I think she served her purpose. I think that it's just done for. But Candy, to me, needs Real Housewives of Atlanta to promote the businesses. When have you ever seen a commercial for Old Lady Gang or any of Candy's stuff outside of Bravo? You haven't. Candy uses Real Housewives of Atlanta, the platform of Bravo, to promote her stuff, which is not a bad thing. It's very smart, but at the end of the day, your brand should be so strong that the girls are coming to it regardless if the show is on or not. And I don't know if Old Lady Gang is giving that, because I've never heard nobody just say the food is so good they're going again. It's just like they want to possibly see Candy and all the folks. But girl, we'll see. I like Candy though, but I just want to be honest. I don't have no problem being honest with our faves or whatever. We see Marlo and her kids. She's talking about her children. She's, you know, her sister's kids that she's now raising. This touch home for me. It's really sweet seeing her raise these boys up and just on them, and it's just really, really, really sweet. I like it. I like this version of Marlo. It's like Monty or whatever she wants to call it this week. It's really sweet. It's cute. And the kids look like they have so much respect and love from Marlo. So I'm just wanting to see where that's going. Drew working out with Sonya. We got introduced to Sonya, who is a track star, former Olympian gold medalist and winner and all that. Sonya is she from Jamaican descent, if I'm not mistaken. She was speaking patois. I can't say it well. She was speaking the language. Girl, she was out. It was cute. We see her and her family. Sonya is really, really sweet. She's talking about her husband. Her husband is fine. Like seeing her like interact with her family and all that other stuff and all that. It's just really, really sweet. I like that. She's working out with Drew. They working out and all that other stuff. And Drew is losing bad, girl. Drew is losing bad, which is weird because Drew has been promoting herself as Drop It with Drew. Lose, like, I've lost 25 pounds in 3 weeks. First of all, losing 25 pounds in 3 weeks is extremely dangerous. Like, they said you're not supposed to lose no more than probably like 3 pounds like a week if you are working out and doing all that. So for her to be saying that she lost 25 pounds in 3 weeks means that she was losing like 7 or 8.5 pounds a week. And girl, that's just not healthy. Like, that's not healthy at all, girl. That don't sound right. That don't sound right. But Bravo's so shady. They showed a picture of the 3 weeks and it don't look like she done lost no weight. Now, she probably feels better if she's truly been working it out. But I don't think Drew is focusing on like being quote unquote healthy. I think she just want to look aesthetically healthy or whatever that looks like. But Drew, she looked no different, and she's very much promoting this weight loss and all this other stuff. And we're selling prep meals. And let me be honest, I am tired of the Housewives. I'm tired of reality shows and these folks on the show promoting a business that is going to fall within 6 months to a year. Like, it just didn't make any sense. Oh, I'm out here. Y'all gonna be selling plates? Like, what is it? Y'all like, it's a lot of folks who are selling plates. Like, what makes you so special about your stuff? And it was just her testing it out in front of like her testing it out in front of Candy and Sonya in front of TV. It just looked bad. It just looked unprofessional. Not unprofessional, it just didn't seem clean and together. Like, if you're gonna introduce, this is what we're seeing on the show, then we need to see the stuff all together. It's looking neat. You got it like packaging and all the other stuff, and it just wasn't giving that. And Drew, it's kind of hard to take you serious. It's just like you told me, keeping us on the edges of our seat, and we're not. We're not on the edge of our seat, girl. We're barely in the seat. Matter of fact, we're changing the channel, to be honest. Like, it's true. Like, let's be honest with her. I did not like her makeup in the first episode. Girl, it was giving very cakey. She talking, because it's Candy. We move over to Candy and Sonya, like, they're sitting down. And early in the episode, we did see where Ralph was making comments about, you know, the massage thing or whatever. So we get to Sonya and Candy and Ralph and Drew sitting down. Like, it was Drew talking to Sonya and Candy about all the stuff that was going on with Ralph, getting a text message from his assistant, and his assistant was like, oh, I'll give you a massage and all that other stuff. And Drew said she wasn't okay with it. So Ralph comes in, he's like, I heard y'all was talking about me, bitch. So he walk in and they asking the question, and Candace so awkward. She said, okay, girl, you knew producer said that that man was coming in. First of all, when Candy walked in that house, and that boy, what's his name, Anthony, opened the door and said, yes, the legendary Candy Burris, iconic, yes, God, boots, the house down, boots, I was like, oh my God, this was way too much. I literally cringed. I was like, it was so hard for me to watch that. Because I just knew that he was going to do that. Yes, the legendary Candy Burris house. And Candy was like, okay. You can speak to women. You can have a conversation with cis-het women. You can talk to them without like feeling the need to overperform your queerness or your femininity to make them laugh and make them smile or do whatever. Like don't get me wrong, like when I'm around my friends, we kiki, we get out, we do all of the things. But not, like this is my first time meeting this person. I'm like, yes, the house down boots. It just reminds me of how women be sometimes when they meet a gay man and they just like, oh girl, what's tea? Like child, he fine. It's like, I am not your pet, sis. I'm not your purse. I'm not your handbag. I'm not here for entertainment. If the general connection is gonna happen, it's gonna happen. Like, girl, I just don't. If a white person walk up to me, he's like, yeah, what's up, dog, bro? Like, first of all, girl, this stereotype, like, bitch, I don't even talk like that. And there's nothing wrong with that, but don't be, no ma'am. Give me 50 feet. And Candy was so uncomfortable when it happened, and I was uncomfortable for her. It was just a mess, honey. It was just a mess. So they tasting the food. Sonya and Candace say the food is okay. They didn't say it was blown away. It's very basic. I'm not really surprised. It just looked very basic, to be honest, girl. They was making these prep meals. All we see is Kroger this, Publix this, and then I'm like, girl, can we take the labels off of it? Can it look like that Drew has went to a local, you know, like place to get some homegrown potatoes or homegrown this and that? What is making your meal preps differently from the meal preps we see on Instagram that are way cheaper? Like, what is so special about yours? And there's nothing special about Drew's other than her trying to make $1. Like, girl, it's not really giving for me. So they talking. Ralph walks in, started talking about the assistant offering the massage stuff. Drew said she wasn't here for it. And Ralph was like, well, it wasn't really nothing. And Candy asked a good question of the night, like, what was your response? And he don't really have a response because one, his response probably was trash, and two, it wasn't part of the script. It was just because it's like, if he say the wrong stuff, it's gonna look even worse than what it is. And I don't believe the story of the assistant messaging Ralph for a massage, like to offer a massage. I don't feel like that happened. I feel like something may have happened, but they exploited it and made it bigger than what it was. And it's just not giving for me. It just doesn't seem relatable. It does seem maybe relatable, but it just doesn't seem realistic is the word I'm looking for. It just doesn't seem, not even just realistic, it doesn't seem authentic for them. It, like, Ralph be doing some other trash stuff, but this just doesn't, it didn't even feel like it was a real story going on there. But, you know, it is what it is. Ralph, I don't know how he gonna get himself out of that. We get ready for Marlo's event. Marlo is sending a model out in a SUV with a MacBook Pro, opening up and playing a video to invite these girls. When I tell you I said, oh, this is really ghetto. Like, not Marlo, who is the queen of money, having all this stuff, coin up, drip, drip, all this other stuff. And you got somebody coming and opening up a laptop and showing you a message. It should have been like an iPad or something, like, or maybe they should have received a box and it was an iPad and then it opened up and it said play this and all this other stuff. This is your invitation. Like, you want to do real stuff, but it was giving very low budget. Like, she had paid her niece or something to go with a laptop they had rented or something, and I guess just was not giving. And Kenya ate it up. She's like, girl, this is not it. Kenya has been eating Marlo up. Oh my God, Kenya has been dragging Marlo down. She's like, girl, this is low budget. Like, what's going on? And y'all know how the girls feel about low budget stuff. So Marlo's event's supposed to be her thing, her renting clothes that she owns We get there. There's pieces. Looked like it was Jennifer Lopez's like remake of her Versace dress or something like that. She had that in there. She had some other stuff. And it was like, okay, how does Marlo make money from this? How does this work? I think it looked good. I think I get her idea of they're not walking with this stuff on. It's just like art, like let me rent this piece out for a couple of days and da 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 da. But the event space that she rented was a really nice event space. But it just wasn't, there was no decor, there was no decoration, it was not put together. And Marlo was dragging the girl. Marlo said, even she wants some wings. I feel like it could have been some type of something. The hors d'oeuvres or whatever they call it, they was okay, you know, but it was like, I don't know, like, Marlo was eating them up and saying, girl, they expect some chicken wings and all the other, they want hookah. I screamed when she said that. So all the girls is getting there. Kenya shows up late. She looks really good. She has on a white dress. She just got back from Dancing with the Stars. Her spirit is down. She just doesn't feel like 100% or whatever, but she feels 100% comfortable dragging Marlo in her event. You have Drew shows up. I don't like Drew's outfit. It didn't look that good. Candace's outfit looked cute. Everybody looked decent. Now they ate Marlo up with her finished look for the end of the night when they said she looked like that strawberry piece of candy that the grandmama passed during church. Girl, it was giving that. Like even Marlo said on Watch What Happened Live that it was funny. Kenya was eating her up. Oh my God. But they were dragging Marlo's event and just saying, it was just, we can, where's the stuff at? Where's these and that? Is this real? Like, they was asking the questions. And specifically, Candy was asking, like, hey, girl, like, you know, how do you make money from this? Like, how does it work? And I don't blame Candy for asking that question because it's like, how does this all work? Because you done spent, like, so much money for this event. Are you able to get it back? And Marlo says she will be able to get it back. I don't know. I don't necessarily know how they work. I don't know. It's just, I don't trust a lot of products and a lot of stuff that comes from anybody on reality shows because a lot of them be trying to, they be wanting what is the word for it? They be wanting supplemental income. They be wanting some type of like consistent income that comes in. And I just think they'll do anything to get a bag and they just don't really care about the stuff. So I don't know how to feel about that. I'm not renting on this stuff because I'm not, you know, wearing any of it, and I don't have that type of money to be wearing a Versace dress or anything else. But you know, it is cute for what it is. But Kenya was eating it up. She was like, girl, this is just not giving. This is very low budget. Like, where's the decor? Where's all the other stuff? And Marlo finds out about it from Sonya. Sheree goes and tells homegirl about it. Like, she goes and tell Marlo, like, girl, this is what's going on. Like, they over here dragging it. And Sheree was right there talking. And Sonya was talking, said, yeah, girl, Marlo was, you know, they saying this and that. Kenya was saying this and that. So Marlo hears this. She goes over and she starts dragging him. She was like, girl, what was said? And she's like, Kenya, she was eating Kenya up, Kenya would respond and say, girl, not too much now, honey, because this stuff, it just doesn't look that good. I agree with a lot of stuff that Kenya said about the fashion show. I just think that she should have waited till later on to do it. But Kenya was just dragging, and I don't know if that was a good thing to be doing, especially when somebody's event is going on. Kenya has already said did some stuff at Marlo's previous event that was messed up, so I don't think this was the time or place. I don't really know what to say about this episode of Real Housewives of Atlanta season 14. I think it was cute. Is it giving me, I want to pay attention for the rest of the season? No, but it's only the first episode. Now, I will say, as I'm now looking at the ratings, Real Housewives of Atlanta season 14 episode 1 only was able to pull in 933,000 views. So that's 933,000 viewers who watched Real Housewives of Atlanta this Sunday. It was the #1 trending topic on Twitter. It was the third watch show of the evening for Sunday, but it wasn't a lot of stuff on Sunday anyway. A lot of folks are saying, you know, that, oh, this is because a lot of people don't watch a lot of TV anymore. That's what's going on, and that's why their viewers are low. And I don't think that makes up for the big dip. This is the lowest premiere for Real Housewives of Atlanta ever. Like, last reunion was the lowest premiere for any reunion for Real Housewives of Atlanta. Like, girl, it was a fool. It was a fool. Like, this season, I don't see Real Housewives of Atlanta lasting another 2 years with these low ratings. Like I don't think a cast shakeup is going to give that. I don't think introducing new girls. I just think that this show is just on its way out. And I think we just need to go ahead and wrap it up in a bow. I think just go ahead and close it out saying, hey girl, we had a good run. But I just don't see it lasting. Like for folks to say, oh well, these are strong numbers. If these were strong numbers, Bravo wouldn't be cutting the cord on a whole bunch of stuff. They wouldn't be cutting, money being spent on promotion, money being spent on production. All of that, they've been cutting it because the ratings have been dipping. Now, it's a lot of other shows that have been dipping too and still been getting it, but I think as a whole, like reality TV is like girl, we're tired of the same stuff. I don't feel like Portia being gone and Cynthia being gone is a big contributing factor for it, because even with Portia and her drama with all that other stuff, they still were not able to bring in that many for the reunion. So I don't think that is the case. I don't think Nene can save the show. I damn sure don't think Kenya can save the show. I think she can keep it consistent, but I don't think that the show is doing well. The show's not doing well. It's not doing much numbers. So why would Bravo waste their time? The show is not doing well. And people are just not interested. Yes, Peacock is launching the day after stuff and Peacock wants the girls to be able to watch it. They want to make it easily accessible because the girls are not watching it. They're not watching it live. Like, they're just not watching it. Yes, true enough, people don't have like traditional cable TV, but there's still a lot of folks who do have traditional cable TV. Because if that's the case, cable TV would be essentially dead. Like, but it's not. Like, there's people still, I have YouTube TV, I use it to watch, and I have a lot of streaming services, but I wasn't saying I was excited about watching this. The promotion was not that good, but I don't think Bravo's gonna spend money on promotion because ain't nobody watching it. It just doesn't make any sense. Like, the show has been consistently going downhill as far as the ratings for a minute now. So why would Bravo waste their time? And to say that, oh, this is just a fluke, girl, they're cutting a lot of stuff. Bravo is seeing what's going on. Bravo is seeing what's going on, so we're gonna see what's going on. I don't know if Marlo can be able to save it with her peach. Girl, we're gonna see. But I thought this was an okay episode of Real Housewives of Atlanta. I did cackle a couple of times, I did laugh. But we'll see what the season gets. So let me know what y'all thought about this episode of Real Housewives of Atlanta, the premiere. Let me know in the comments, and I'll talk y'all later tonight. Bye.